in my case, tragedy is that's not even in the playbook here. What Maurice has endured and others who know what it's like to have, I mean, it's really difficult to quantify. Nobody gets out of here without a couple of dings, Korey. Maurice has had way more than a fender bender. You know, I had throat cancer. It was very difficult, but that is the sort of thing that sadly a lot of people have to deal with. However, what happens when one deals with astonishing grief in Mo's case and comes through it on the other side, is that you have this sense of empathy that you never would have had were it not for these impossibly difficult circumstances. And so now when I say to somebody, oh man, I totally get it. I really do. I know what they're going through. It allows me to be a better person. It allows me to be a more empathic, thoughtful individual. And both Mo and I, regardless of the tragedies, like I said, in my case, it was a tap dance with cancer. Very difficult, but not a tragedy. But it enables us to, especially nice people like you, Korey, to the extent that folks make a fuss over us, we never know when somebody's going to be watching a show that you've done with Mo and me and our stories, Mo's story about how he got through that and is back at the very top of his game, better than he was before, with Mr. Spielberg again. It is a wonderfully inspirational thing for people to see that.
But I have to say, and you too, yes, your cancer was a challenge.
Yes.
Challenge. If it had beaten you, if it had gotten you,
that's a tragedy. Yeah.
But what you do now is you help people, and these things each are an opportunity for you to bring more experience to helping other people. I've talked and worked with people who've had murder in their lives.
Right.
Rob helps cancer survivors. You're the spokesman now for Head and Neck.
Correct.
Over Michael Douglas for Head and Neck Cancer Association. I am. We're both made stronger by our challenges.
Yep.
If we don't take them and put them back out of the world, take what we've learned to help our brothers and sisters in the human family.
Right.
And that I learned, in my opinion, shame on me. So
absolutely. And Mo and I absolutely are cut from the same cloth, and I think that's why we love each other. But he's right. And what he won't tell you, of course, is AA is anonymous for a reason. But I don't even know how to tell you how many times I've been with Mo on the road. I say, Robbie, hang on a second. I'll meet you downstairs for dinner in a bit. I gotta call a young man or a young woman who's who needs a sponsor. I'll take care of it. But I mean, and Mo would be the first to tell you, of course he does. A lot of people do, because that's what they do. And the truth is that after you go through something that is a deep challenge or a deep tragedy, it gives you a privilege. It is nothing short of a privilege to be in a position in which you can make a difference in someone's life. It's not about a paycheck. We've both been rich. We've both been poor. Rich is better. But the opportunity.
One of us is on our way back to poor, by the way.
Yeah. But the opportunity.
The pandemic. What the hell was I thinking?
Going on. But the opportunity to make a difference in someone's life over and above playing in Hollywood with Steven Spielberg and Sam Register and Wellesley Wild and Gabe Swart and Julie and Steve Bernstein, all these world-class talents. That's our job. But the responsibility of being a human is different, and it's something we can all do. You don't have to be famous, sort of famous, quasi-famous, infamous. It's about being a decent human. And so, like Mo said, shame on us if we don't do that.
Just go help somebody. That's it. That's the message. You feel it. When you're feeling down, when you're feeling that the world's again, go help someone else. And so go do something for someone. Call a friend who's depressed and say, "How you doing?" call somebody in the hospital, and say, "How you feeling?" Or
Period.
this recovering. It's amazing how you get out of yourself, and that's not just for recovering alcoholics.
No.
Everybody.
I got to tell you, this started out very fun, got emotional a little bit, and everybody talks about how they love your work, they love the characters that you do, but at the end of this became so influential to a lot of people. A lot of people looking at this and they said, "Man, this got so positively deep at the end." And people I've seen people in the chat talking about they're crying at the friendship they see going on right now with you two. You're bringing me on the verge of tears almost. I could spend all day talking.
Well, you know what that is, Korey? That's because there's nothing sadder than two old men trying to be relevant. That's why.
Hey, well, make room for one more, man. I'm almost 50, so
You're almost 50.
Oh, I'd give everything to be 50 again.
Mo and I were the entertainment at the Last Supper. So
Hey,
I know about.
Jesus, I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape,